Hello again. In February 1979, RCA released Our Memories of Elvis, 11 70s tracks with the overdubs stripped away, leaving the pure studio sound. Well, not quite, but almost. Now the cover of the album, to me, is an odd choice. Vernon Presley and Tom Parker stood in front of Graceland, and the implication, of course, is that these songs are their memories of Elvis. I don't believe it. It's claimed that they selected these songs for the album. Now, a good picture of Elvis in the studio would have made more sense. It has been suggested that this photograph was taken the same day that Vernon recorded his message for the CBS TV special. As you can see, he does appear to be wearing the same outfit, though that of course isn't conclusive. So the UK release on the blue label. Now, of course, the first track on the album, Are You Sincere, wasn't even recorded in a studio. Elvis recorded his vocal at his home in Palm Springs, but the one on the album was an alternate take. I remember first listening to this album and loving it. Some songs do benefit from overdubs. Others sound glorious, stripped back to the bare essentials. Luckily, we can have both. Now, of course, what we got with this album was a glimpse of the future. Now we have most of Elvis's 70s material in this format. Just 5 months later, in July 1979, we got Our Memories of Elvis, Volume 2. A much better front cover, but of course still a concert shot. Another fine selection of really good songs on the album. Though I think Way Down doesn't really work for me. Now, of course, the American releases same cover, and the late 70s RCA black label with nipper, and the same with Volume 2. Also released in 1979 in America was a 4-song promo album that was sent out to radio stations, and they called it Pure Elvis. The A-side contained 4 tracks from Our Memories of Elvis Volume 2, and the B-side was the same 4 tracks but in their original form, complete with overdubs. As you can see, it says it's a special promotion record for radio stations. But quite how much airplay it would have got, I don't know. And there's the label. That's quite a rare beast to find. Estimates are that possibly between 300 and 500 of the albums were pressed, and here in the UK they can make a very good price. In 1988, the Dutch fan club, It's Elvis Time, had a 2-disc album pressed by RCA Special Products, which was a nice idea. So there we have Volume 1, Volume 2, and this was on the RCA Special Products label. Not so easy to find now. Does it turn up that often? The other oddity It's the Argentinian version of the album, of Volume 2, and for some reason they put Presley Collection at the top, though they don't seem to have done anything else, so quite what the collection is I'm not sure. Similar label to America, and the standard back cover. Song titles in English. Now there were of course 2 singles, one for each volume. Are You Sincere Solitaire from Volume 1. And I Got a Feeling in My Body There's a Honky Tonk Angel from Volume 2. Now there was an unofficial Volume 3 released in 2024. It claimed to have been planned by RCA but not released, though I've never seen any proof of that. But it's a nice looking album. I will pick one up if I see one. They are 2 very good albums. I like what RCA did with them. I don't know who came up with the idea of taking off the overdubs, but it did give a new lease of life to the songs, and quite a lot of them now I prefer listening to these versions over the original. So the nice thing about this series, of course, is that there isn't a great deal of it to collect to get a pretty full set. Of course the Pure Elvis promo is the difficult one, but my advice is, if you want to get one, search in America, because I picked up mine for a fraction of the price that it fetched over in the UK. I have this week off work just to relax, so we'll see if I manage to make any more videos. I do have this week off work basically just to have a rest. I haven't had any time off work this year. England lost the Test series to New Zealand. That'll make one person very happy. India next. I've had a few other things arrive, but and to celebrate New Zealand's victory, I finally have the New Zealand copy of My Boy to add to my My Boy collection. Now if I can just track down that Mexican promo. Till next time, bye for now.